Hey, what's up, guys? I've just seen the Frankie Edgar Cory Sandhagen fight, and Cory, man, what a beast! He just stays on the outside, stays absolutely calm, absolutely loose, and then just from out of nowhere, man, he just times that. He just times that flying knee. Frankie reacts by ducking into it, and then boom, man, that's a wrap. So big win for Cory Sandhagen, and I think that might be a wrap for Frankie. I'm a big Frankie Edgar fan, so it was kind of sad to see it end like that. But I'm happy that there was no shots after the knockdown itself, so that's a positive. And yeah, man, I don't know, Frankie might be, he's been around for the block for a long time, so that might be it for Frankie. Let's see what Cory Sandhagen does next. Let's see who he takes on next. What do you guys think? Who should he fight next? And next up, I have the Alistair Overeem fight. So Alistair Overeem comes out, touch of the gloves, round one, and they're both touching gloves. Alistair Overeem's gone to southpaw right off the bat, and Volkov is the one pressuring early. Overeem's covering up on the fence. Volkov's taking his time. Volkov's not rushing anything. He's taking the center of the octagon. He's standing tall. He's making his presence known. I don't know why Overeem's fighting out southpaw, but must have a reason for it. Maybe to open up that kick to the body. Overeem's circling into the power hand, but at distance, so it's fine. Volkov's feints, little feinting game going on. Little bit of hand positioning, touching the hands. Volkov feints a kick. Overeem feints and then moves off. They looks like they're battling for the center of octagon. They're still trying to feel each other out, see what the other guy has, and they're doing it out of southpaw. Volkov throws a straight. Overeem's keeping way distant. Overeem's staying way out of distance. So really, Volkov has to step into range heavily to land a punch. And obviously, he can land kicks from there, but it is a southpaw position, so it's going to be most likely a body kick, or he just threw a teep there, teep to the body, which Overeem's caught in his hand. And yeah, they're still just jostling for position, really. Volkov with a feint, just trying to get Overeem close to the fence again, maybe to try and work some shots from the fence again, and he gets him to the fence. Volkov gets him to the fence, taking his time, man. He's so measured, is Volkov. Overeem lands an overhand, but Volkov slips it. And he lands another, and this time, I think the overhand did clip him, but Volkov's okay. And Overeem manages to get back to center position by, throwing the power shots and getting Volkov to back off. And now Overeem's taking over center control. Volkov's got a little bounce, got a little pep to his step, man. And he's tall. He's very tall, is Volkov. And he moves with a lot of grace for someone that tall. So Volkov again pressuring him. Slowly. Small steps, man. He's so clever. He's so measured, the way that Volkov is pressuring Overeem. And Overeem's losing a lot of ground here, losing a lot of position. Back on the cage again, and Overeem's doing the Wonder Boy. Sorry, the Tyron Woodley, bro. He's just bursting. When he gets to the octagon, doesn't really have a choice. And now Overeem's doing something different. He's thrown a side kick to the leg, and then he's tried to do a takedown off it. And that's the kind of looks that Overeem needs to give Volkov, man. He needs to be doing some other stuff. But I think he's just so respectful of the power of Volkov, because Volkov's dropped so many of his opponents. Volkov is trying to get loose now. You can see him trying to get loose. He's actually got his mouth open as well, man. I wonder if he's getting a bit too tense at the start for both guys. Maybe both guys are a little bit too tense starting out. A lot of respect for each other, obviously. Now Volkov's starting to throw stuff. He's trying to get a little bounce, trying to get a bit more loose. And Overeem, man, he's just looking for them power shots, He's happy to give up ground, but then boom, nice uppercut by overhand. Oh, and a body shot as well. Nice lunging uppercut by Overeem and a body shot, and now he's teeped him to the knee as well. Side kick to the knee. That lead leg side kick we've seen John Jones do quite a lot. Overeem started using. And Volkov's just trying to get loose, man. He's still trying to shake off the cobwebs, to be honest. Alistair looks like he's in his element. Volkov is still warming up into the fight, and bam! Overeem explodes, but gets caught by a jab, bro. And Overeem's on the floor getting ground and pounded, but I think it was more of a slip. Volkov's got him on the fence now. 1-2. Another 2. And Overeem's out of there. I think Overeem just run onto a stiff hand by Volkov, and that's what caused him to drop, because Overeem just exploded in. Which we don't tend to see Overeem do a lot. So it's quite, he's taking a page out of Ngannou's book, man. One of those shots connects clean. You could put someone's lights out with that. So now Volkov is getting loose, though. You can tell he's getting loose. He's doing a lot of feints, a lot of up and down feints, and Overeem's just circling back to the cage. And yeah, man, he got caught by a knee there. Overeem just willing to give up ground whenever Volkov is pressuring with those feints. But now Overeem's taking back the center, and every time Volkov is pressuring, Overeem is going off, and he throws an overhand. just to try and again get that pressure, man. It's just a response to the pressure of Volkov. And Volkov is taking very small steps, very, very small steps, but you know, small steps, and 5 seconds later, Overeem's on the cage, bro, and he's got to do something to get out of there. And again, there's the small steps by Volkov, pressuring, and he's got a big thing loaded up, man. And it's the fear of the strike, and it's literally the fear of the strike that's got Overeem going back. Volkov's not even throwing anything; he's just threatening with it, kind of like a Dan Henderson, man. There's a big strike waiting, and it's in the rear hand, and boom, he's thrown it, and he's touching him with the front, and then now he's unloading. So Volkov really needs to get Overeem on the cage to do the damage, and mainly it's the threat of it, man. And you can't blame Overeem because, you know, Volkov's got power in them hands. It's just that fighting out of a southpaw stance, bro. You're like, you're putting yourself in the danger of that power hand. If Overeem was to switch in the second round to orthodox, I don't know if he's been drilling out of southpaw exclusively in his camp, and I don't know what is it. Is he worried about that from the orthodox stance? But he could use the jab a bit more in the orthodox stance. In the southpaw stance, it's just basically, bro, he's just gonna chase you and just drill that right hand down the pipe. A lot more it's more difficult to defend against in southpaw, I guess, unless you've got to move to the outside angle a lot. You've got to move a lot more like someone like Sanchai or Manny Pacquiao would do, move to the outside angle. But Overeem, I don't know, man. Those little steps of Volkov are definitely playing with Overeem, and he's in Overeem's head, and Overeem is nervous as the rounds go on. Overeem started off, he was quite calm, collected, but as it's gone on, Volkov has kind of getting his stride, and just that pressure, man. It's that hammer, you know. He's got the hammer. He's like, I'm gonna hit you, and you're like, bro, just hit me already. And he's like, no, I'm gonna hit you. It's one of them ones. And so Overeem into round 2, face is already looking busted up, man. Face is already looking busted up, and that was off like maybe 1 or 2 flurries, touch of the gloves, and we're back. Volkov again is just using feints, up, down, up, down, up, down. Just little feints, little micro feints. He's not even throwing anything off it. Boom, head kick by Overeem. There you go, bro. There you go. Overeem's got to just start throwing back at Volkov, man. He keeps backing off. He needs to time some counters. But yeah, I guess Volkov's just got the clean shots, and Overeem maybe hasn't got the reactions, reflexes in him at this age to counter in that, to fight in that counter striking style. And fighting out of southpaw is going to make that more difficult for him as well. Volkov just calm and collected, man. Volkov is very calm and collected, and he's just constantly using feints. Overeem goes for a takedown or clinch. Overeem tries to clinch. Manages to get the clinch, actually. See if he does anything with it. Pushes off. And then back to Volkov, man. Volkov territory, throws the cross. Overeem switched to orthodox. And he's trying to pressure Volkov, coming forward with his hands up on his head. Yeah, it's giving Volkov a little bit of trouble when Overeem's coming forward. It is giving him a little bit of trouble. Overeem pressuring now. There you go. See, now Volkov's getting a little bit of his own medicine. Overeem's got to keep that pressure on him, man. Volkov's 1-2. Yeah, that 2, though. That 2 is ridiculous. That 2 is ridiculous. Volkov's rear cross, man. So much power, and it's just changed it. Now Overeem's done. I see he's done, isn't he? Overeem's on the cage now. Eating the strikes. Lands a kick, but no, it's over for Overeem, man. His face is completely bloodied up. And it's just that cross, bro. It's just 1-2 basic boxing. That's all he needs at this level, and with this size, just the crispness to his cross. And that's kind of what he's threatened Overeem with the whole fight. It's just been the boxing, man. I don't think I saw Volkov throw anything else. Just literally boxing. I think he threw a knee as well from the clinch, but it didn't connect. And Overeem looking tired, bloody. Boom, boom, cross and a hook. And that's it, man. That's a wrap. So yeah, Volkov is a beast. Under pressure, I don't know. Maybe someone like Kane. I don't know if Kane's not around anymore. If Cain Velasquez was around, he would give Volkov a world of trouble. Someone like Cain Velasquez. Mark Hunt as well. I think Mark Hunt would give Volkov trouble. Those two guys. You need a pressure kind of fighter to fight him. I'd like to see, I don't know, obviously Volkov should fight someone higher up, but Derek Lewis against Volkov would be an interesting one. I think Ngannou smokes Volkov. I don't see the defense in Volkov that I see in Stipe to be able to deal with someone like Ngannou. But, you know, on his front foot, yeah, he's got very respectable fighter. Very sharp with his accuracy. Has a real presence about him. But someone like Ngannou is going to flatten him. I think even Derek Lewis probably gets it done as well. Stipe will get it done against Volkov. Jones will get it done against Volkov. Those are my predictions for the future of Alexander Volkov. But I'm really looking forward to seeing where he goes from here and the rest of his fights. So all the best to you, mate. And Alistair Overeem, I think it's time for him to put the gloves up now and join the commentary team or something like that, or do some, I don't know, do something. We definitely want to see him around. So, yep. All right, cool. And that's a wrap. Round 2, KO, TKO for Volkov. All right, then, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Next event next week, we got Gilbert Burns versus Kamaru Usman. And let's see how that one goes, man. I got Usman winning that one, unfortunately. I'm not a big fan of Usman, but I think he's going to win that one. All right, catch you guys next one. I'm Aiden. I'm out of here. Peace.